Yefa Hukika Asia Yeura, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama.
Yo, Minya Regional Minister Midawase. Yeah, Nana Oforia Hinkai or Tosu Mienu Bonzai, Chief Eni Krunting Hene of Sekiri also Traditional Council, or Jia Hoho Yao JB II, our year President of National House of Chiefs, the Honorable Nananum Ene Nanahima Moa Omoha, the Honorable Michael Edu, our year Member of Council of State, your Regional Minister and Ministers of State, your National Chairman and the General Secretary of NDC, your MP Fua Ewoha, Municipal and District Chief Executives, Regional Executives and functionaries of the NDC, government appointees, any former government appointees, heads of security services, any government departments, the clergy and imams, representatives of invited organizations, Mema School for Ambosumabaha, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, the good people of Western and North region. Michiamunina. Muhu Yahanea Yamania Eyetiawa. Yanante Ghana regions ha Edunum 12 make us say aka regions 4 yede yanda se ebeko enti efi ha yewo Ashanti region echina ewie na yewo Eastern region na ne twato okra eye oti enti ene muhu ye hanne a ne de bae ne endase nkwa ye da twede mponyankopon ase se ohwe ye so election na twemu wa mabasa bia nsi a ohwe Ghana so abra election eba na obia ewa yemhihye se basabasa yobi beba enso nyankopon adomunti Ghana yeto aba asumdwemu ede yentomapa efrai na wohwe abato a yeto no yeto ye no enkunimde no a yedi ye no senya osofo kan no senya nyame a yenhu se esi wo Ghana hada efise wohwe abato a yeto maame ene wohwe seats a ene NDC kuta wo parliament na nya de a esi e wo Ghana bakosem a year for republic na wohwe sa abana yenyae no na Western North jina mu dendende mosomo ka ho bi enetimi abasa entimi baya ahobrasem me ba se me bedamo ase nyame shramo na me shamobo se ne campaign mu me shamobo se cake na eye oman cake no ya de sekan betwitwa ne ya cha me shamobo se Western North monso abeka mo chefa enti we de mesre ensentro for ha Ghana fo nyina so na etie enti mesre na ne aka no makano brofo mu se na be ya obia betibi. Let me begin by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to the chiefs and people of the Western North region for the warm hospitality extended to me and my delegation since our arrival here in Dwabuso. Your generous welcome today, marked by colorful culture and genuine affection, has touched my heart. This visit is part of my nationwide tour to personally thank the people of Ghana for the overwhelming confidence reposed in me and the National Democratic Congress and our members of parliament during the December 2024 general elections. In particularly, I want to commend the people of Sefiyoso, Bodi, Akontomra, Bibiani Ariaso, Bekwai, Joaboso, and beyond for standing firm behind the NDC. You have spoken clearly, and we have heard you, and we appreciate, and will do the needful. Nanano, I've heard your concerns about the roads connecting our farming communities and our markets. These roads are vital arteries for moving cocoa, timber, food products, and people across our country. They are not a luxury, they are a necessity. And I assure you that these projects have been fully captured under our $10 billion Big Push infrastructure program. This is a program to commit at least $2 billion every year in infrastructure development, and we have begun to roll it out in the 2025 budget. We are committing resources and technical teams to ensure that these roads are completed on schedule. I have directed the Ministry of Roads and Highways to prioritize these roads and return contractors to site to work without further delay. The Honorable Finance Minister has also assured that the resources are available to reconstruct these roads. And he has said that for any contractor who works on the Big Push projects, if you present your certificate, within 2 weeks you will be paid. So money is not going to be a problem. So Nananum, if we start the Big Push and we cut sword, if the contractor is not working, it's not because we are not paying him. Then there must be something else wrong. Roads such as the Enchi Elubo, Dadieso Akontomra, Adwafwa Osei Kojokrom, Sefiboikwai Asankragwa, and deteriorated feeder roads across Sui, Bonsum Kwanta, Bonzan, Esam, and Bia West are all slated for reconstruction. When it comes to cocoa production, Western North is a leader. Indeed, the people of this region are the backbone of Ghana's cocoa production. But I'm aware of the hardships our cocoa farmers face: low prices, inadequate extension services, and delays in the distribution of cocoa inputs. And so let me be clear today, we will ensure our commitment to pay our farmers 70% of the world market price of cocoa. The sweat of our cocoa farmers deserves dignity and a fair reward. We've also restructured the cocoa rehabilitation program, especially in Bia and Joaboso areas, where swollen shoots and old trees have drastically reduced cocoa yields. Under the new leadership of the Ghana Cocoa Board, they will prioritize the distribution of improved seeds, regular extension support, and proper compensation for rehabilitated cocoa farms. And to our young people, I say the Feed Ghana program is meant for you. This program includes land preparation services, irrigation systems, youth block farms, and guaranteed market linkages. If you're interested in agriculture, the government will support you no matter what your background. Our forests, rivers, and green belts are national treasures, but we are alarmed by the environmental destruction that is reported across Awaso, Dadieso, and Sefianrianso, mainly due to illegal mining. I must be honest, this is a national emergency. The National Task Force will continue its efforts to halt illegal mining in our forest reserves and on our water bodies. I've also noted the activities of illegal anti-galamsey task forces that go around extorting money from legitimate small-scale mining companies. I've requested that the authorities arrest and prosecute any individuals involved in this illegal anti-galamsey activity. In addition, we are establishing a forward operating base of the Ghana Armed Forces in Ponikrum as requested by Nananum to respond swiftly to security threats and border-related crimes. Peace is a precondition for development. In many of our towns, Bodi, Adabokrom, Dadieso, Esam, Debiso, people have to travel long distances for basic health care. During the campaign, we promised a modern regional hospital for all the newly created regions. This activity is currently in the design stage and will be fully funded in next year's budget. Happily, your own son is the Minister of Health. We're also reviewing incentives for health professionals in order that they will accept postings to rural communities. Access to quality health care must not be dependent on one's location. You rightly called for establishing a public university in the Western North region. As you know, this is one of the newly created regions without a dedicated public university. We are discussing with the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission to situate an autonomous public university here in the Western North region. This will honor the region's identity while creating opportunities for young people. In the meantime, we will upgrade selected senior high schools such as the Sefirioso SHS, the Bodi SHS, the Joaboso SHS, with improved facilities and boarding infrastructure under the Free Secondary School Education Plus policy. And to my students from Joaboso Senior High School, when I landed with the helicopter, they were shouting at me, "We want school bus, we want school bus." Joaboso Senior High, I promise you I'll send you a school bus. Housing for the people, low-cost housing. We know that housing pressures have become a major headache for the Ghanaian working class. And therefore, we have a housing project that will be rolled out in the district capitals of the nation. And so I appeal to traditional leaders and property owners to exercise restraint. We're going to roll out the low-cost housing for public sector workers scheme with a focus on regional and district capitals. Under this scheme, the government will partner with workers' unions and financial institutions to construct decent, low-cost rental and rent-to-own housing units for health workers, teachers, and other public sector workers. Persons who have between 15 and 20 years to retire can apply to own one of the houses. If you want to own it where you are working, when we finish the house, you can live in it, and then you pay little by little till you own it. We will deduct it from your salary every month, and by the time you are going on retirement, you own the house, and you don't have to go to your family house and go and quarrel with your relatives about your grandmother's room and whose room was this. Under sports and recreation, modern sports stadia are to be built for the 6 new regions and other regions that do not have them. As I speak, the Minister of Sports and Recreation is overseeing the design of modern sports stadia for the 6 new regions and the regions that don't have them. And so Western North is going to receive a modern sports stadium. We also promised to decentralize recruitment into the security services. And so we're waiting for financial clearance from the Minister of Finance. And when we get it, every region is going to have a quota to send our young people to serve in the security services. Nananom, ladies and gentlemen, this region has vast potential in agro-processing, in timber, ceramics, cocoa, oil palm, and tourism. Under the accelerated industrialization and trade program, we're creating investment incentives to attract agro-processing firms to the Western North region. In particular, in cocoa processing, palm oil milling, rice milling, timber value addition. These are all areas that we're prioritizing. And these initiatives will create jobs for young people across this region. Government plans to invest in collaboration with the African Development Bank and other international partners to cultivate 200,000 hectares of oil palm across the country. The Western North region is going to play a crucial role in this project. When the time comes, I'll appeal to Nananomo to release land for us to do the oil palm program. The Youth Enterprise and Employment Scheme will also be launched here by September to support at least 1,000 young people with training, startup capital, and mentoring. The Minister of Finance has also released 25 million cedis for payment of allowances to assembly members for the first quarter of 2025. So assembly members, your allowances for the first quarter, which amounts to 25 million, has been sent to your district assemblies, and so you will soon receive your money. Nana already spoke about the no fee stress policy, and we promise that students who gain admission to first year will be relieved of academic fees. And so the portal is open, and so if you haven't registered on the portal yet, you should register. If you paid your academic fees, it will be refunded to you on your Momo number. And from September, you won't have to pay. The money will be paid by the student loan scheme on your behalf to the school. And so parents know that the money you paid is being refunded to your children. As part of our commitments to inclusive governance and recognizing the tremendous human resource potential of the Western North region, I'm pleased to highlight the appointment of several distinguished sons and daughters of this region to key positions of national responsibility. These include the Honorable Kwabna Minta Akando as Minister for Health, the Honorable Samson Ehi as Deputy Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Nana Oforia Hinkain II as Board Chairman of the Ghana National Fire Service. Others are Kingsley Stephen Benye, Deputy CEO of Ghana Post, Ivan Mensah Dazi, Deputy CEO of Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company, Okojiman Kweku Jampra, Board Chairman of Metro Mass Transit Limited, Francis Kojoata, CEO of Ghana Export Promotion Agency, Paul Evans Edu, Ghana's Ambassador to Kenya, In addition, the region is ably represented by Robert Kofi Adjekun on the Traditional Medicines Practice Council, Honorable Mustafa Tanko Amadu, MP, on the board of the National Ambulance Service, Honorable Oscar Oforilabi, MP, on the board of the Allied Health Professions Council, also Honorable Mary Ampong on the Local Government Service Council, Honorable George Dankwa Ofori on the Mental Health Authority, Honorable Matthias Kwaminto on the board of the Ghana Water Company Limited, Dr. Felix Nelson Amoakun on the board of Takrady Technical University, Joseph Yensu on the Council of Akintin Apia Minka University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development, Amanfo Theophilos Bechi on the Ghana Hydrological Authority Board, and other boards and institutions. Let me conclude by saying that I'm deeply moved by the faith you have placed in my leadership and that of the NDC. You have given us the responsibility to serve you, and we shall do so with humility, transparency, and commitment. And I pledge to you that we shall not disappoint you. We are resetting Ghana's development agenda not with empty slogans but with action. We will fight poverty, we will reduce inequality, we will restore accountability, and we will build a country that works for everyone and not just a few people. To the chiefs and people of the Western North region, I thank you for your unwavering support, your patience, and your hope. Together, let us build a new Ghana, a Ghana of fairness, a Ghana of jobs, justice, and shared prosperity. I thank you for your kind attention. May God bless our beloved nation, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong. Thank you very much. Mesdames, Messieurs.